In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why focus matters and how to not focus on the wrong thing. It seems far often than not, a lot of people like to focus and dwell on the little things and things that don't truly matter in the bigger picture. I think that your focus is somewhat your compass in life. Whatever direction you're focusing on, it will drag you towards that specific thing. Like if you're always focusing on the bad things in life, you're going to be dragged even more towards those bad things. Whereas if you're looking for good things, you'll be seeking that out more often than not. That's why some people really struggle. Like once they get in a rut, it's hard to get out of that rut because you just keep on looking, oh, wow, my life sucks. Like I'm looking at this and that, and like it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Whereas if you take what happened to you and use it as a learning experience and be like, okay, this happened to me, and now I know that this is what happens if I do this. So now I know how to move forward in similar situations that come up later on down the road. For example, in one of my recent videos, I accidentally misread a comment, and a lot of people were focusing, I wouldn't say a lot of people, some people were focusing on how I misread the comment when I have a whole, what I think was a great video on trying to get people to become efficient on their own. And the only thing they could take out of that whole thing, instead of trying to absorb and learn and expand and broaden their horizons in their own life, they focus on one little thing, which, to each their own. They can spend their time however they want. Like if they want to waste their time focusing on little minute details instead of the bigger picture in life, that's okay. And like, I'm not here to judge how people move throughout their lives. And I don't know what situation people are in or going through to get them to that point. And really all that I'm trying to do is help to gauge people's focus and try to make them see things for what they are versus what they might perceive them as. It's almost like intention versus what you're actually saying. You got to really focus on the intention versus what is said. Focus on how somebody made you feel. Focus on how that person brings you up. You don't have to pick apart every single little tiny detail to dissect. What does this mean? If they do this, that means that. So like just focus on the actual important things versus the little tiny nitpick things. So what are some ways that if you're struggling with this yourself on trying to pinpoint your focus in a certain direction and you're kind of stuck in that one spot, what are some things that you can do? Well, the first thing that I would say to do is you somewhat have to let go of your ego and stop being in the victim mentality mindset of, oh, this happened to me, or that did this and made me do this. Like, just throw that out the window and just take accountability for your actions. And you don't have to bring other people down just because you're in a bad mindset or a place in life. So again, I already know that I said this a lot of times throughout this video, but it's just more so shifting your time, your energy, and what you're focusing on towards the better thing. Life is truly too short to focus on the bad things, and you need to advance as quickly as possible to get yourself out of that. It might look different for everybody. Everybody's in a different situation. They've gone through different things and they are at different points in their lives. So everybody is a little bit different. This is just so important because if you don't allow yourself or give yourself permission to look for good things, you're going to be stuck in this place for a very long time, and it's going to be a continuous cycle, and you just have to break this cycle in order to get out. You can't stick in that place forever. And it's just kind of embarrassing to see for other people of trying to bring somebody else down that has positive energy. And just because you don't have your own positive energy doesn't mean that you have to drag others down to your level and be like, oh, you can't be positive. You can't have this great mindset because I don't have it. And if I don't have it, you shouldn't have it. And you can't be telling other people that they should do great things because I know I'm a loser and I'm not going to be anything. Like, get out of that mindset. Like, who are you? Jeez, it's just embarrassing. Like, don't do that. If you're like that, please just take the step, do some self-reflection, and please just try to be a good human being. Please. There's this great quote by George Lucas, and he says, always remember your focus determines your reality. And honestly, I couldn't agree with that more. That's the only way to really change your reality is to shift your focus. And this is where it kind of gets confusing, is between different people's realities. Because if other people don't have the same reality as you, then it kind of clashes with one another because their reality is getting challenged by your reality or base reality. Because like everybody has their own different reality that they're in. But if somebody shifts their reality and is so far removed from actual reality, this is when it becomes a problem. And I think this is like a whole nother topic for a different video, but your focus truly does dictate your reality. So please, all that I ask from you is to just choose good, and you'll see a focus change and your life shift in a different direction. So thanks for listening, guys. I really appreciate all the love and support you guys have been giving, and I'll see you guys in the next one.